like clock. I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop.
Chapter 46 of the Boruto manga is less than 2 weeks away, which is absolutely insane to think about. This right here is going to be probably one of the most hyped chapters in a very long time, because it's going to be Jigen versus Kashin Koji, the battle of the Kata organization insiders. Now, I didn't really give my opinion about who I think would possibly win, but the overall question is going to be, how strong is Jigen? Is Jigen even like a quarter of the way recovered from his battle with Naruto and Sasuke? Just Jigen walking out of that battle alone and him arguably winning that battle was absolutely insane. Now he has to turn around and fight another god level character in Kashin Koji again. Now we know that Amado did say that Jigen was about 10% of his chakra, but 10% of Jigen could possibly still be extremely good. And we seen from the last chapter when Jigen moved like in a blink of an eye right behind Kashin Koji and everybody was caught off guard, and Jigen pretty much impaled Kashin Koji a couple of times, but that ended up being a shadow clone. So just off of that, we understand that Jigen is still going to be extremely strong. But now here's the thing, Kashin Koji himself pointed out that it sounded like Jigen was extremely tired just by his voice, and that would obviously give Kashin Koji a very big advantage. The outcome of this is probably not going to be that crazy. I don't think that Isshiki Otsutsuki or Kashin Koji are going to die in the next chapter. I think it's probably going to be a situation where there is going to be a winner, but the loser will somehow survive. Now, my prediction about who's going to win the battle, I'm going to go against the grain. It's going to be a very bold prediction. A lot of you guys asked me before on Twitter and in the YouTube comments. I probably gave a different answer, but now I'm flip-flopping to the other side. I'm going over to the dark side. I believe that Jigen will win this battle against Kashin Koji, but again, Kashin Koji is not going to die. This is not going to be the end of Kashin Koji. I'm not trying to slight Kashin Koji in any way. In my opinion, I think that Kashin Koji is probably like the third strongest in the Kata organization behind Code and Jigen, of course, and in my opinion, he could possibly even rival a character like Naruto. And if Naruto is rusty as we seen him back in the Gaiden arc, Kashin Koji might actually be able to kill that Naruto right then and there, just to give you guys the level of respect that I do have for Kashin Koji. But in the case for Jigen, he just has so much of an upper hand as of right now, man, because it is his hideout. He possibly has some Kata members on speed dial. Code could possibly rush in at any moment or possibly teleport to that exact same spot and help out Jigen in a battle such as this. And just off of a 1v1 battle, person versus person, I just think that when Isshiki Otsutsuki takes over Jigen's body, it's probably going to be a very even match with Kashin Koji. Now, just for reference, and I think the Boruto writers added this in for a reason, but if you guys do recall, when Boruto fought against Boro and Momoshiki took over his body, of course that being his vessel, Boruto was on a completely different level. Now, even though Boruto in that state had absolutely no chakra, like he was pretty much almost down to zero, probably even less than 10% of his chakra, he was still infinitely better than what Boruto was at his regular state. In the last chapter, we seen Jigen move extremely quickly in his regular state. So when Isshiki Otsutsuki does take over, I expect him to get a lot stronger, even though he does not have the requisite chakra to sustain that ability for a very long time. If the fight is actually prolonged, then I believe that Kashin Koji will actually win. But if Jigen and Isshiki Otsutsuki could possibly manage to speed up the fight and have it end extremely quickly, that right there could definitely be the downfall of Kashin Koji. Now, the reason why I think that Kashin Koji will probably not die is mainly because he's a fan favorite. A lot of the fans out there actually love Kashin Koji's character, and not only that, Kashin Koji still has a lot of mystery behind him. The fact that Kashin Koji has the Rasengan, and also it's confirmed that he has Hidden Leaf Chakra, there's just a lot of mysteries behind that we don't necessarily know. And of course, there's still that lingering theory that he could possibly actually be a reincarnation, a twin, a clone, some sort of Jiraiya figure that has just yet to be announced. Also, on the other hand, we've seen one Kata insider that's obviously confirmed a cyborg die already, which was Delta. And when Delta quote unquote died, she just went into a completely other body, so it would not be a surprise if Kashin Koji had the exact same thing going on with him, mainly because Kashin Koji himself actually tried to compare himself to Delta when Delta was completely shut off by Amado, and Kashin Koji asked himself if he also had an off button as well. And also because Kashin Koji is naturally not stronger than Jigen, I think Amado probably planned ahead and also made multiple bodies of Kashin Koji, or if not that, possibly put a failsafe into Kashin Koji where he could possibly just easily escape into like a frog or a toad or something like that, almost like how Jiraiya used to escape in Toads, RIP my guy. And in the case, in the off chance that Jigen does die, we automatically establish the failsafe for Isshiki Otsutsuki, mainly because he already has another character with his Karma Seal, which is Kawaki. And of course, Isshiki Otsutsuki could possibly just abandon his vessel in Jigen and just go into his other vessel in Kawaki. And of course, just off of the rip, I think that it. Either way it goes for Isshiki Otsutsuki, he's definitely not going to die. I think he's going to be around for a very long time, and same thing with Kashin Koji. So either way, I don't think that either of them are going to die. I know it's very easy to get swept up into the Kashin Koji versus Jigen controversy in that battle, man, because of course that right there is going to be the bread and butter of the next chapter. But also Amado's intel that he did start to give Naruto in the last chapter was absolute gold. Like it was absolutely insane. He talked about the Otsutsuki clan, he talked about the 10 tails, chakra fruits, god trees, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And he even said right before he's cut off by Kashin Koji that the interesting part starts now. So he didn't even get to talk about the quote-unquote interesting stuff. So of course the intel that Amado might give in the next chapter might be even more insane than the intel that we got in the last chapter. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys heads still hurt from the intel that we got from the last chapter. Now, one of the things that I really hope that Amado is going to talk about in the next chapter, and I don't really think that he's going to talk about this, is Momoshiki, mainly because we understand that Momoshiki's influence in this whole series of Boruto is going to be extremely huge, mainly because Boruto is his vessel. And not only that, why did Momoshiki attack this earth without a 10 tails? Like if you guys do recall, Amado in the last chapter did say that Otsutsukis usually start their harvest or they attack a planet with a 10 tails. Momoshiki came without a 10 tails. Also Isshiki Otsutsuki himself came without a 10 tails, but Isshiki was a different case, mainly because Isshiki was also looking for tailed beasts. And now the other things that I want Amado to talk about, absolutely insane. Did Isshiki and Kaguya go rogue from the Otsutsuki clan? And I will probably make a full separate video about this, mainly because I think that they actually did. And one of the more important things, how does he know all of this? Like, how does Amado, a regular guy, a genius in himself, but how does he come across all of this knowledge? Did Isshiki Otsutsuki willingly tell him this? Did Amado stumble on some files that pretty much laid all this out, or did he just piece all of this together by himself? But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Give me what you guys expect to see in the next chapter of Boruto. Who do you guys expect to win in the next chapter of Boruto? In my opinion, as I said, I think that Jigen is probably going to win, but it won't be the last time that we do see of Kashin Koji, man, because there's just so much mystery behind him, and of course there's so much failsafe that he can possibly have. Amado also probably planned ahead and possibly thought that Kashin Koji might not be able to get the job done on the first try. But let me know what you guys think. It's been your boy Baara B, and we out.
It's a knife.